From Bobcat C, which vehicle do you find less tiring and more comfortable overall? And I assume they mean between the Ekko, the Travato, and the Revel, because those are the three Winnebagos we've had over the last 5 years. Your take?
I think as far as traveling in it, the Ekko is going to be a lot more comfortable than the other two.
Why do you say that?
It's just more space, more, storage space, and, not having to move everything around all the time, just to get to something. So, and as it's really comfortable. The bedroom is really comfortable. We've got the work tables. I think we kind of went over all that, but I do feel like it's going to be a lot more comfortable. As for driving, I've not driven it as much as you have, so you kind of can speak to which one is the best driver as far as fatigue and stuff.
Bigger than the Revel, bigger than the Travato, but the way it handles and just everything about the driving experience, I think the Ekko is less tiring. This one comes from Sam Mitchener. Great comparison between all your vehicles. You got me thinking, what are your thoughts about if you traveled to Alaska in the Ekko? We really enjoyed camping on the street in Valdez, and that may have been a little different. We probably would have had to book a campground, or we would have had to stay over where the boat trailers park, and that gets really noisy early in the morning. Yeah,
because I think, being in the van, you could be more in stealth mode. I don't know that you can be in stealth mode in an Ekko. You look like an RV.
Yeah, look like a friggin' RV. You're right. So less stealth mode, but that was the only place that we went that I can remember that we tried to sneak in and sleep overnight. I think on a positive side then for the Ekko, because we have so much room, we definitely could have taken our bikes. We definitely could have taken water toys, and I believe while we were there many times we said we wish we had water toys. So any place that we went to in Alaska in the Travato that you think we could not have gone, no place really sticks out, does it?
They're both about the same clearance and stuff. So no, I don't think there was any place that.
And this has all-wheel drive, but even though the Travato just had front-wheel drive, I don't really think there were really that many places we would have turned around in the Travato that we may have kept going with the Ekko. There was one river crossing we did with Nick where you had both of us turn around. This thing has some electronics underneath it that I don't believe we would have risked driving through a river either. So
there's bigger water tanks, the gray and the fresh water on the Ekko.
Much bigger. But in Alaska, those bigger tanks would have made a huge difference. We spent a lot of time looking for a place to dump our black tanks when we were in Alaska. We did quite a bit of boondocking. Being able to use the cassette toilet there would have made a huge difference. Yeah. And 50 gallons of fresh would have made a huge difference. So
because they had vault toilets everywhere in Alaska.
Yeah, we could have dumped those.
Used all those.
I think we answered that one. I'm just going to say Nancy S because I'm not really sure how to pronounce this last name. Nancy S asked us, I already referred to this on the Ekko site, and I think she means the Ekko Owners and Wannabes, which Lynn and I are both members of.
On Facebook.
On Facebook. Yeah, thanks for posting. Where did you get that griddle top? I've checked your store, and you don't have it listed there. And we don't. We have a large version of what we have on our Amazon store. If you want to go look at that, it's there. But to be quite honest, we bought it on
Walmart.
Yeah, so it's the Walmart brand of a flat griddle top.
And I think we got it in the camping section.
Yeah, and it's awesome, and it's worked out perfectly for us.
Nice and seasoned, and works good.
Coco C, hey guys, I'm not sure you mentioned it. What's the difference in driving gas miles per gallon with this and the Revel? Well,
a lot.
That's a big difference. We're averaging around 12 miles per gallon with the Ekko, where with the Revel we averaged around 15 to 16, and with the Travato we were usually in the 18. So comparing this to the Travato, this is going to be significantly, maybe maybe 50% more cost. But comparing it to the Revel, what we're finding is we're stopping to get gas more often because we're getting a lot worse gas miles per gallon, but we're spending less per month on fuel because, well, we're buying gas instead of diesel. So this is from DREMEIN, and this is about me camping by myself up in the Blue Ridge Parkway. What was that site that you were on? That forest road is the old NC 105, and it goes from Linville Gorge down to Morganton, North Carolina, and goes across that mountain at Linville Gorge. So that's where it is.
But it is a forest road, and you know, there's a lot of awesome campsites along that road, and we go up there quite often just to do the off-road thing. Probably just try to give you the coordinates in the comment.
Down below?
Down below.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description of this video. Okay, this one comes from our friends at Roads of Life, and they have an embassy van, I believe. Yeah, they do. And so they were wanting to know several things about it. Just to confirm, the Ekko has all-wheel drive, correct? Yes, it does. We can do the same kind of driving that you're doing. Well, what we've learned from all-wheel drive is the Ekko's all-wheel drive is awesome, and I think I mentioned that in that review video, but the limitation's always going to be clearance.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the difference between your embassy and our Ekko is on clearance. I do know that we just forked out some money to get in line to go get a 4-inch lift added to our Ekko so that we can increase that. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, and the last one we'll answer comes from Tim Martin. And a couple other folks have asked this as well. How in the world did you get a lot of the shots that you did when you were by yourself and Lynn was off with her girlfriends? How did you get those shots? And that's pretty simple. It is an Insta360 X3 camera that shoots in 360, and then we can reframe it. So that's how we got those. And it's a really cool camera. Does some very unique things, and when you want to use it, it let me do things like stick it out the window, and I could point it in what we call post. I could point it later, and I didn't have to be pointing it all the time whenever I was filming. I could point it after I finished. And so Lynn and I both were just distracted because there were some beautiful white birds that just flew by here. I don't know what they were. And if we'd been using the 360 camera instead of the Sony, we could have caught that and shown it to you, because it would have been seeing that while it's looking at us. And later you can point it where you want to go. There's another one.
Well, we'll call that a wrap for this week's Q&A. We appreciate you joining us, and if you liked this video, if it was helpful, please give us a thumbs up.
See you down the road.